The Cantina Chicken Burrito isn't just for late night, because it keeps it light with slow-roasted shredded chicken and finely shredded purple cabbage in a freshly grilled tortilla that's not shredded. Introducing the new Cantina Chicken Burrito, only at Taco Bell.
Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news by geeks like you. If you're new to our show, we cover the geek news beat and we share our opinions with you. I'm your host, Chuck, and I got my co host, Randy, with me. Say what's up to the people, Randy.
Yo, what's up, Geek Beast? Chuck, what are we talking about tonight?
If you're in the chat, remember you can always comment in the chats, anywhere in the chats across all the streaming networks, and we will respond back to you. But the first things first, it's April Fool's Day.
Okay.
And so, as usual, April Fool's Day pranks are coming. And there's
Mm-hmm.
so many interesting tech company and nerdy pranks going on right now. Some of the best. The Tinder's VP of ghosting. That sounds
So that's what
amazing.
I'm about to ask you. What is Tinder's VP of ghosting?
No Tinder isn't hiring someone to track down matches who suddenly stopped responding. That's a good thing for the ghosters, the breadcrumbers, the zombies, the submariners, and the slow faders among us, because avoiding uncomfortable conversations is probably what they're going for. So they posted up saying, "Hey, we're hiring for a VP of ghosting position. So if all of you all that been ghosted, we're gonna hire somebody to find the people that ghost you and make them explain to you why they ghosted you." And that
That's
that
funny.
that that is silly. It's totally silly.
Yeah.
Another good one that I did like, I thought was really good. I'm gonna scroll further down the list because it's down here. Is the Cthulhu chair by Razer, the ultimate gaming chair. So they have a chair with tentacles coming out the back of it and whatnot. And they're like, this chair represents Cthulhu. I thought
That
that was
actually,
a
that
mhm.
actually sounds dope.
Oh yeah, until you see it and you're like, okay.
Oh,
Until
okay.
you see it, you're like,
I haven't
okay.
seen it, but that sounds like
Yeah,
a
yeah, Cthulhu chair.
cool.
They made a whole video about it,
Mm.
you know.
I'm gonna have to check that one out. I haven't seen that.
They did something wrong to a lot of people. They said Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree won't be here until June 21st. And it's supposed to be an expansion. See, there it is. There it is, the Cthulhu chair.
Okay,
Mhm,
okay, yeah,
mhm,
that's
mhm,
silly.
mhm.
But
Totally silly.
but that is not a bad idea.
Okay, shaving even
It
it's
can shave
hilarious.
you and feed you. Oh Lord, he looked like he enjoying that way too much.
Then they had an insecure PlayStation game. And they called it Confident and has Issa Rae on the cover. They had some they
Oh,
had some really good ones out here.
and when you said insecure, I'm like, are they talking about Issa Rae? That's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, Issa Rae is called
uh,
then they had CD Project Red Cyberpunk 2077. Don't copy this floppy. And they have like a bunch of floppy disks or how many floppy disks it would take to actually have that game. And it's hundreds of floppy disks in this room.
mm, the
But they,
floppy,
mm-hmm.
the 3.5-inch floppy on an A
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
It's
That
beautiful,
it
just
was beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah. They showed some kids floppy disk, and kids were like, "What is this?" They're
Right.
like, "This is a floppy disk. This is where we used to store all our information." And
It was the cloud.
kids are trying to put it into the bottom of the iPhone and
Yeah.
stuff.
When I went and taught a class with some junior high students, we had a floppy and they was like, "What the hell is that?" We showed them a payphone and they were like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
There's like you had to pay on the phone for the streets. We was like, "Yeah, your parents would give you a quarter." What? They just
What? They're
could
like,
not
"What's a quarter? What's a
record.
quarter?"
They could not reconcile it at all.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. They had no idea. They don't know. They don't know the trials and tribulations that we went through as kids.
Mm-mm. Like, why didn't your parents just give you a cell phone? I was like, we didn't have cell phones when I was your age. Like, what?
And guess what turned 20 today, Randy?
Is it an album?
No, no.
Google?
Close, close.
Facebook?
Gmail turned 20 today. Gmail is 20 years old. You know how that's
Ah.
how crazy that is?
So 2004. Uh,
Mhm.
So,
That's
so
when I
you're
got my
saying I have my Gmail account for 20 years
20
now, man.
years. I've had mine for 20 years.
Well, I don't know. Actually,
I got
I'll take
mine
that back.
later.
I got mine maybe like a year later. So, but still, that's a long time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm. When
Hey,
Gmail
man.
went public,
That's
I
crazy.
immediately got Charles Babb.
Yeah. The 2000s is old. It's
I do
old,
have
old.
Chuck Babb too, but I don't know how to log into it. I can't recall that password. I've
They can't
tried.
reset it for you?
The how? How? I mean the other my Hotmail was the link the place it was linked to my
Oh,
Hotmail account.
I still have my Hotmail.
You go into your Hotmail?
I do. As a
Oh
matter of fact,
wow,
my Facebook is connected to my Hotmail.
wow.
Yeah, it's Detroit_J at
J
hotmail.com.
Detroit
When I got in
J.
college.
Wow, wow. I have so
Yeah.
many Hotmail
It's
accounts.
not Hotmail anymore, it's Outlook. They don't
Outlook, yeah,
if you put in Hotmail, they'll automatically transfer you
Tr-
over to Outlook.
Outlook, yeah.
But yeah, yeah,
I can't
I
even
still
call.
yeah, I still got mine. I got the password and everything.
Mm-hmm. A Google agrees to destroy browsing data collected in incognito mode. So they always collected data no matter what, even when you go in incognito mode. So there's a lot of porn data they probably stored up on people, and so they agreed to destroy it. Google agrees to destroy or de-identify billions of records of web browsing data collected when users were in its private browsing incognito mode, according to proposed class action settlement filed Monday.
Hmm.
Somebody got caught and was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I got caught." It's probably Sean P. Diddy Love Combs. And he's like, "Yo, I gotta get rid of all this stuff. Let me put this lawsuit in there." The class action suits 136 million Google users.
Oh wow. Wow. And the thing is, they
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna get no money even if they do win. Man, class
Yep.
action suits are crazy.
Yep. Google also agreed for 5 years to let users block third-party cookies by default in incognito mode to
Okay.
keep Google from tracking users on outside websites while they're in private browsing.
I can respect that.
Yeah, I can respect it too. You know, unless it hits certain sites, and Google can flag those sites as they
Yep.
find them.
Yep. So yeah, I got no beef with that.
Um, we had a string of passings in the last couple of days. Over the weekend,
That's unfortunate.
Chance Perdomo from Generation V and Sabrina actor died at 27. He was he
That's
died in a
right.
motorcycle accident
Okay, so that's why. So I forgot he was in
in Sabrina.
Sabrina.
It
Yeah,
was
he played
Sabrina.
Penrose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's sad, man. 27 years old. His life was just starting.
Yeah. Just starting. He started catching wind and flames.
Yeah.
So he passed in a car accident.
Condolences to he and his family.
Yeah. Yeah. Um Also, Mark D, MD Bright, longtime DC and Marvel artist. We talked about it in the crosstalk. He passed away at 68.
Mm-hmm.
MD, also nicknamed Doc, a longtime Marvel and DC comic book artist who co-created Quantum and Woody for Valiant Comics in the 1990s, has passed away at
Okay.
age 68.
Ugh.
Yep. And he's drawing issues of Batman for O'Neill. He's also drew issues for Green Lantern, G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero in 1984. So he's been around for a long time and doing good work.
Yeah.
Bright did
But
uh-huh.
40s is still pretty young too, man. Ugh.
He's 68.
Oh,
He,
he's
he, he
68.
he's 68.
Okay.
Ed Piskor for the Hip Hop Family Tree, who was the comic book artist for it, died at 41.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, we've had three string of deaths in the last 3 days. You know,
Yeah. That is sad.
yep, it is very very sad, very 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 sad.
Yeah, man.
He unalived himself.
Uh, hate to hear those things.
Yeah, yeah. People be dealing with things, so you never know.
Yep.
You know, he comic book artist Ed Prisker is best known for Hip Hop Family, X-Men Grand Design, as well co-host of a YouTube talk show. Cartoonist Kayfabe died Monday. His family announced he was 41.
Yeah. And we talked about, I think,
Discourse
last
causing
week.
death hasn't been made public yet, but prior to his death, he posted that appeared to be suicide note in which he addressed and denied accusations of inappropriate sexual behavior that became public just a week earlier.
Yeah. And I think we talked about it last week. Lou Gossip Jr. passed away. So that was
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
so condolences to all of the families.
Everybody that's passed, yeah.
Yep,
Condolences
this
to the
passed.
families. Yeah. Uh, Marvel Studios green lights X-Men 97 for season 3.
Oh, had they?
Yeah, they greenlit it.
So hold on. This is just season one. So they did it, they greenlit it for 2 seasons?
They did 2 seasons. They already completed two
Nice.
seasons. Bo worked on 2 seasons before they fired him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hmm. They had 2 seasons already in the can. Bo
Mm,
DeMaio reportedly finished
right.
writing season 2 before he exited the project.
Okay. And so they've already picked up season three. So okay.
Hmm.
Well, good stuff. I wonder how when they're going to drop in season two. Are they going to wait like a full year? Like what's the time frame? Because it's only scheduled. Season one is only scheduled for 10 episodes.
Yes.
So I wonder when they're going to drop season two. Would they drop it maybe late summer or towards the end of the year?
They probably dropped season 2 2025.
See, I was hoping they would do it earlier since they already got it in the bag, and then you can do season 25.
You gotta
Oh,
get approvals and I guess go do some editing and whatnot.
okay.
But no, they have Marvel's What If dropping to resume later this year too. They got
I'm
other
so
Marvel shows they gotta get out, Randy. It can't just focus on one.
I'm sorry. X-Men 97 is way better than What If.
It doesn't matter to you because your opinion doesn't matter to Marvel. You're gonna watch both of them.
I-
You're gonna
uh,
watch both. You're not
That's
gonna
what
change.
I
So
could.
to them, your opinion of the show doesn't matter as long as they
Okay,
got your eyes.
I'm gonna put it like this. Tell you this. I only finished What If because I thought that we were going to talk about it on binge worthy.
That's fine, Randy. You're not,
If
but you're the only one like that. My brother will tell you what if it's amazing.
I'm never going to diss my big cousin, big brother, but you always say he has bad taste.
So you're dissing him,
I'm
but you're
saying
blaming
what you.
it on me.
I'm
I
saying
like
what you
that. That's
said.
cute.
I'm
That's
saying what
cute.
you
That's
said. I'm
cute. You
saying
hear
what
that,
you said.
Rodney? You see what he
I'm, s-
did there,
I'm saying
Rodney?
what you
Isn't
said.
that cute, Rodney? Isn't
I'm
that
saying,
cute?
Theo, it wasn't me, cuz it was not me. I would never say that.
They also got to stage things to work in the greater strategic vision of the MCU, Randy. Huh? You see what he did there? You see what he did there, Rodney? You
So
said he had bad taste. I'm agreeing with you, but I'm not going to state it out there.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying
Uh-huh. Whatever.
a lot of
Whatever.
people I spoke
Whatever.
to said that What If 2 wasn't that good. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. And all the people you spoke to think like you. And they don't listen to modern music neither. All
you
their
said
heydays of music are
you said
2010.
What If 2 wasn't good.
No, I haven't finished it yet though. I haven't
Mm,
even finished it.
right. That means it's not good. If it was good, you
No,
would have
no,
finished
no,
it.
no. I just we had other shows to cover.
Man, we
And
were gonna
then
do it.
and
We were
and
gonna
then
do it.
and then Crunchyroll dropped like 5 shows that are
Uh-huh.
amazing.
So you had other priorities or other things you wanted to
I mean, I'm
see.
not saying it's bad, but I'm an anime weeb.
Uh,
And so anime gets priority of everything,
mm-hmm,
you know?
mm-hmm,
Like we covered Three Body Problem.
mm-hmm.
And it took me a while to get through that, but one thing that didn't
It
suffer
did.
was my animation watching.
It
My
didn't
anime
take you a
watching.
while to get through that. You knocked it out in like 4 days,
I
3 days.
knocked it out in 3 days,
Right,
but
like three
but
days. It
but I
didn't
didn't
take you
do
a
but I
while.
didn't do it on the show though.
You didn't do it on the show because you didn't have time to do it for that week. And then
Yeah,
when you
but
got
but
back,
but
you
but
knocked it
I
out.
but I
You were
knocked out my anime episodes though.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Because
You
my
still did
poisons, I get it. I hear
you
what you're
still
saying.
did it within you did it within a week. You finished the show within a week.
Yeah, I did. I did. I
And you
did.
didn't have to.
No, but Jujutsu Kaisen came back, dog.
I got you.
And
I'm just
Jujutsu
saying.
Kaisen takes
I'm just
precedent.
saying. If What If
I'm
would have
just
been
saying,
if What
Randy.
If would have been good, you would have finished it.
Maybe, 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 maybe.
That's all I'm
Uh,
saying.
surprising DC movies now streaming on Disney Plus.
Oh,
Well, so Disney Plus will soon be not just home to Marvel films, but pictures will from DC as well. Given Disney Plus is now offering a combined service with Hulu, that platform will soon feature Wonder Woman, and both Shazams, and the successor Shazam: Fury of the Gods productions from the now defunct DC films.
can we just say that the streaming wars are over? They
No,
just all
no,
they.
Disney Plus is still there.
What I'm saying is they just all showing each other stuff now. There ain't they don't they're not battling for
Trying to avoid
anything.
giving it to Netflix.
Exactly what I'm saying. They just all
It's
it's
like
over.
Netflix is versus everybody.
Right. They just like, you know what, we gonna get to. But it ain't even that. They're even licensing out their stuff to Netflix. There's Disney shows and DC shows that are on Netflix.
Yeah, there are. There are. There are. You know, Hulu is Disney, so
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, they like, yeah. They're not competing. They recognize that this model is broken,
yeah. Well, they broke it and they can't repair it.
you know.
They're never gonna repair the
No,
theaters.
no,
They're never gonna
I'm,
repair the
I'm not
theaters.
talking about the theaters. I'm talking about the streaming theater
Yeah, I
model.
mean,
They thought that they thought that they could just jump in there with their own IPs and their own catalogs, and it just has not worked.
they
And
thought they were gonna make just as much money though, too, as they
yeah,
did with theater. The
yeah,
whole industry, they broke their own industry by
yeah,
accident.
by
They
accident,
they
they
didn't
want to
think this was
compete.
going to happen because
Nah.
they saw Netflix as a shining jewel and said we
Hmm.
want some of that too, even
Yep.
though we have everything. Yeah, this is a true testament. The grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah. Now, to some of that though, the pandemic hit and that hurt the theaters a lot. That hurt
Yes,
the theaters a lot for the last 3 years. So that hurt. But
but you know what you do?
they did break their own model trying to compete with Netflix.
But what you do then is you shut down everything
Yeah.
and wait till the pandemic is over. It's not like they weren't getting PPE and getting subsidized by the federal government. All the companies got subsidized.
Nah,
They
I hear
were
you.
being greedy.
Yeah, I hear you. And Netflix was like, nah, we don't care to be in movie theaters. We'll
Don't care.
We don't care. We'll do it because Steven Spielberg got his panties in a bunch and was like, it's not film. So we'll put it in a theater for a week just to qualify. But for
We
like
bought a
Oscar
theater down the
contention.
street from our
Yeah.
office
Right.
to put films in.
Put films in for Oscar consideration and award seasons. But other than that, we're good. We're not trying to jump into y'all. But they all want to jump into the Netflix lane
Yep.
and they crashing.
Yeah, they are. They are. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Mhm.
It's like Netflix is like and Reed was right. They have to serve more than one God.
Yeah,
He
they do.
said that was his quote. They have to do the silver screen, they have to do retail, and they have to do streaming.
Yeah.
And streaming cannibalized, killed their retail, and
Hmm.
almost killed their theater experiences.
Hmm.
It basically has killed their theater experiences. The only theaters that get sold out nationwide now are like in California.
People are slowly returning to the movie
Randy, it's
theaters.
been 2 years.
That's why I said slowly.
It's been 2 years that it's
But
not picked up.
they are going back.
They put
They
all that money in the Barbie Hammer to get everybody in the theaters, and it still didn't do as well as
No,
they should
Barbie
have.
Hammer did well. Barbie and
Yes,
Oppenheimer did well.
but it didn't revitalize that whole industry.
No, it didn't revitalize them.
That's what they thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, it
They
didn't do
didn't want
that.
those movies to
No,
do well. They thought
yeah,
it's going to revitalize theaters.
yeah, it didn't do that. Now,
Yeah.
I'm more interested in getting me some collectible popcorn buckets. I think that's gonna be a huge
That's the
driver.
market for the theaters.
Yeah,
It's
that's what.
collectible popcorn
Yeah,
buckets.
collectible popcorn buckets. Were you looking for yours?
I know you like this one. I know you want it. I know you want the worm mussy.
It kind of brings up a thing because I did see somebody said one of the directors said about the current theater business model. They're not innovating.
Mm-mm.
So the fact that they're doing those like buckets and things like that, that's it's a good sign that they're innovating with things to get people to come, right? So yeah, they gotta start innovating and start doing
Yeah.
things
I'm
to get people
yeah.
to come in, and
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
it's like
interested in going to get
this.
some popcorn buckets.
You know who
And not only
did that
like
very
my friend said it because I
Mhm.
was telling him like, dude, Dune 2 is amazing. You gotta see it on the theater. He's like, nah, it's okay. I got a big 60-inch TV screen at home with a really good speaker system. I'll catch it when it gets on streaming or
Mhm.
stuff like that. So there's a lot of people. Man, there's people out there with like 100-inch screens and like
I have a friend that got
crazy.
one that's 98 inches.
Mhm.
And that's his
Jesus.
that's
Yeah.
his and he has in outside of 98 inches, he has like 265 inches
Yeah. So
around the house.
that's what they're
I,
also competing with, right? It's
Yep.
like the quality of it. And then a lot of times people are just like, yeah, I'll wait for it when it gets to streaming.
And he has total Atmos sound.
Yeah.
I can't extend it all the way, but I have 100-inch projector screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an Apple Vision Pro and I got 200
That's
like
true.
Yeah.
it
Speaking
takes
of
up my
which,
whole entire
that
wall.
and I've always known this, and I know Chuck knows this too, but I've always known this about VR headsets. When those get more commonplace, you're not going to need monitors. You're not going to need
Nah,
TVs.
you're not.
You're not going to need any of that stuff. It's like you put that thing on. You're like Chuck says. You're like you're sitting in a theater with like a 200-foot screen in front of you, and it's like, that's just. And you can lay in bed like as if you're looking up at the ceiling, but you're physically looking at the ceiling, but you're not physically looking at the ceiling. You are looking at a screen.
That's how I do it. I lay in bed and watch anime. I watch 3D movies.
Yeah.
So
And it's better than 3D you will ever get in the theater. Better.
are we
the
saying
Avatar 2 looks really good on the
looks
AVP.
amazing.
It looks really good. And that's
so are we saying movie theaters are done? I mean, they're just kind of fight the decline.
I just think it's gonna be the Dune 2s, it's gonna be the Avatar 2s, like and then the experience itself has to be innovative in some way, you come in, you get the worm mussy or the the ghost trap from Ghostbusters.
You know what movie theaters should do?
All that stuff, like you got to innovate somehow.
Yeah, AMC should hire somebody like like me, to turn it into like a theme park attraction. It should feel like a theme park attraction. I go in there, I get my food. There's things on the side I do, and then I walk into my theater, and my food is delivered to my table, and I have a whole entire experience. You make it a show. El Capitan out here does it. Disney's theater, that's right across the street from the Chinese Man Theater. Man, I went to go see the Muppets. It was the best. I went to go to it twice. I dragged my ex-wife there. My friend Farzana went, and I was in a theater full of kids. And when Miss Piggy and Kermit came out the floor with Gonzo to sing, we all rushed down to the stage. I'm with the little kids jumping around.
Oh Lord, that
It
sounds
was-
amazing, though. That sounds
It was
amazing.
so much fun. It
Yeah.
was so much fun.
And on top of that, like, what's her name? Taylor Swift did it with their concert series, right?
Yeah.
It's like people were dancing, getting up and dancing and singing along and all this stuff. It's like, and that's another example of innovation because she went straight to the theater.
To
She
the movie
didn't-
theaters, yeah. She cut
went
out the
straight-
middleman.
She
Yeah.
didn't
Yep.
she didn't even really have a distributor. She's like, I'm
Right.
distributing it myself. And then
Yep.
she innovated, and then like she had it in the theaters, and people were up and about, jumping around, singing and dancing. But yeah, making a thing. It's got to be worth it. It's like,
Yeah.
it's got to be worth it. It's like, and not only that, yeah, like, dude, you talk about all the expenses and stuff. It's like, man, when I went and saw Dune 2, it was like I spent 20 something bucks for the IMAX ticket.
Right.
And this is just me, in
Yeah.
a late night theater. And it was like, and then I bought a large popcorn and a Diet Coke because
It was like $30.
it ended up being like $50, close to
Yeah.
$50.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let me tell you
Right.
how big it was. The movie experience. Courtney came in with my popcorn bucket and hers, and mine was in plastic. She just kept it brand new. And hers, she had it turned on. The whole theater lit up. Ghostbusters movie, people were more excited about our popcorn buckets than the end of that movie.
Yeah, that's cool.
People walk by us just to look at them.
See, and that kind of brings up, yeah, that's really cool. Because, like, think about it. I didn't realize they did that. Because, okay, that reminds me, like, when I went to see the Valorant Championships at the Forum, they gave out, and I know Disneyland's been doing this forever, but they basically gave out those little things that they have at World of Color. Right, where like it syncs with the music, and then the whole everybody has a crowd, and it's like all these like LED lights are in the crowd, and it like syncs with like it syncs with the show. So the Valorant Championship did the same thing, where like they gave out those things, and like in Valorant, it's like the spike, the quote, the bomb is planted, and there's this countdown, and then it flashed like every time it was like it beeped, every time it was like counting down. You see in the whole crowd, it's like all these red lights,
all the red things. Oh, that's awesome!
And it was so fucking cool because it was so it's loud. You can hear the beeping, but you can also see the lights. So yeah, like stuff like that. It's like and I still haven't seen 4X. I do want to see the 40X just to see, but it does seem kind of gimmicky. But I think something like that would be really like seeing Dune on that would be like amazing.
So there's a lot that they can do. Like big screens and loudspeakers is okay for IMAX, but people are tired of that. People like I have a 90-inch screen, super high 8K television in my living room with the best Blu-ray player, and I'm paying for the top-notch 4K subscription to Disney Plus, to Netflix, and I got the best surround system for a space at this size. And I can go to my refrigerator anytime I want and get free drink and free popcorn and not pay $40-$50 and not spend gas and not buy tickets and not sit next to somebody I don't care to sit next to.
I saw a comment. I saw a comment on one of those similar threads too, where like the guy was like, "Yeah, and I could pause it when I have to go to the bathroom."
That is key.
Right.
That's
and
how
like,
comfortable we've gotten.
Like I had to get up because Dune 2 is like 3 hours long, and I literally had to get up in the middle, and I was just like, when do I go? When do I go? But
the price points, man, like you got a family of 3, like man, we can drop like 150, 120 to 150, just going to the movie.
That's just for tickets, like really. Man, I bought popcorn. I had a friend, she had a short film, so I bought popcorn for me, her, and Alexis's mom, and I bought drinks for all of us. It was like $70.
Yeah, easy. Because the popcorn gonna run you like 30. The drinks are like $8 a piece. Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
easy.
I was like, wow. She said, oh, you get free candy. I said, I think I paid for this candy. I don't think this is free. Yep.
Yeah, man.
It's expensive. So
yeah, it's super expensive.
And the projectors are getting better. They have a short throw projector out there that is supposed to be amazing. It's like $200. It's a laser short throw projector. It's like $200.
$200?
For $200. Yeah. I saw it and I was like, wow. They said you get throw 100-inch screen up on your wall.
Yeah.
With this, it only have to be a foot away from the wall itself. And
I can extend mine up to 100 inches. Yeah.
Is it a short throw or is it from the back of the room?
It's a short throw. It's a short throw.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah,
a short throw is dope.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't really beat that. Yeah. So all you need is surround sound, Randy. I'll sell you my receiver and my speakers. You can take them. All you gotta do is pay.
It's just and I was talking more about the screen. The projector isn't that great. The projector's just like it's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But I do need a sound thing. Mark said every time I go to the movies, I feel like Chris Rock and I'm gonna get you sucker.
That is true.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
Good Lord, yep. The Funk said no 4DX is horrible. What works for 5 minutes in the theme park is a nightmare for 2.5 hours. The D-Box chairs, I watched Mad Max Fury Road. I had a ball. My ex-wife hated it. She hated it. She turned it off. She's like, you just wasted money on this seat. And I was like, I'm having a ball. All I need is water sprayed in my face. And I had a ball. but she didn't like it at all. She's like, you forced
Interesting.
me to watch it on this big screen and it's super loud from where we are and chairs that move. I was like, that's called an experience.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. That sounds
Right?
absolutely
Right?
amazing.
Yep, that's the Howard Hughes. They had it there. So I'm gonna go check it out. I said, I really want to see Speed Racer in this, which is one of the best anime movies of all time.
Yeah.
But
Or
yeah,
like
so
Gran Turismo. Like imagine seeing Gran Turismo in that. That would be
oh
dope.
yeah, yeah, that'd be great. Gran Turismo was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that would be dope.
I'm surprised they made a movie out of that, but I guess because they made a television show out of it. They're like, let's
Did
take the
they?
television show.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that. I didn't know
that
they did.
that was an actual based on a real television show where they
Uh,
took actual that's based on a true story. They took
yeah, I know
actual
it's based on a true story, but
video game drivers and put them into a TV show to teach them how to be real car drivers.
hey,
And the kid ended up winning. The kid
they,
ended up winning.
they got video games players teaching people how to fly drones, so it's
Yeah,
all
that
possible.
that's who they hire to fly
Right.
military
That's what I'm
jets.
saying. It's
Yeah,
all possible.
yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, Microsoft has their flight simulator, and they said you can actually train people how to fly planes off of it.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
They've actually there's just some live streams, there's just some live streams where apparently there's a full on like 747 cockpit somewhere. I think it's in Vegas. It's somewhere here in the south, the west. But and they have Microsoft Simulator on a screen in front of it, so like you're actually flying the plane, but using Microsoft Simulator for like the graphics, but you're in this like like a real cockpit, and it's crazy. I had to find it, but I've seen live streams where like they're like, okay, we're gonna fly from uh, LA to London, and they just it's like a 12-hour long stream, and they're just
oh
using
wow.
yeah, and they're
Yeah.
like real
Wow.
time.
Yeah, real time.
It's just like you're literally flying a plane. Like
Flight Simulator does that. It's real time.
It's really good. It's really
Real time.
I've been meaning to try to get it because they have even add-ons too, where I think they've done other things. But like,
Yeah.
it's supposedly like do that in VR, hook that up
Mhm.
in VR.
You
with
can
a
hook it up in
headset.
VR.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
They got Gran Turismo in VR, so you can have the steering wheel and be in total VR. The creator of Gran Turismo wants to replace driver training with his simulator. It's to the point where when during the pandemic they had actual simulators and they were racing on simulators to pay drivers. So drivers weren't racing on a real track; they were racing in a simulator during the pandemic, and it was just realistic. It was
Just
super hyper
okay.
realistic.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah, they had them all in one room. They put the cockpits around them. Go. It's the same. So Mark said, "Last Starfighter come to life." Yeah, basically, Last Starfighter come to life. That is a movie that I'll approve for the remake.
Yeah.
They'll ruin it and make it a rom-com
Yeah.
or some shit. Have Owen Wilson in it and some shit.
You just don't want Owen Wilson in nothing. That's all that is.
It's not I don't want Owen Wilson in nothing. I want him to be dead.
Damn.
I don't like Owen Wilson, man.
I still don't understand it.
I'm trying.
I don't understand it.
Maybe in a past life we had some vitriol
Maybe
between
that's what it
ourselves.
was.
Maybe he
Suckers
killed
like-
me. Maybe his past life ancestor killed my past life ancestor, and I ain't never forgave him
I just
for
don't
it.
like him. He's like, I don't like his nose. I don't like his face. I was like, damn,
I don't like
dog.
anything about him. I don't like his voice or nothing.
Oh.
And trust me, in the last two movies, I said he did a great job, but I
Oh.
still won't stop me from wanting to punch him in his nose.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Mark is laughing at me right now.
Oh Lord.
You know.
Well,
With that being said, we're gonna close the show for today. Randy, what show are we covering
man,
on
I
Wednesday?
can't pronounce.
You want me to pronounce it
Yeah,
for you?
go ahead. Go ahead.
We're covering Disney Plus's Iwaju.
Iwaju. That's it. Maybe I'll get it between now and Wednesday. Iwaju.
It's pronounced how it's spelled.
Man, whatever.
Iwaju.
Iwaju.
Uh, Mark said Chuck
Never
never forgave his
forgave his
character from
from
Meet the
Meet the
Parents.
Parents.
Man, it goes back further than that. Shanghai Noon. There's so many movies. I want to punch him. Even in Wedding Crashers, I want to knock his ass
He
out.
was great in Wedding
But,
Crashers, man.
you want to knock his ass out, though?
I don't want to knock out Owen Wilson.
I want to knock his ass out where he don't get up ever again.
I don't get it. I just don't.
So did he ruin Loki for you?
No, I thought he did good in Loki.
But
I
he
thought he
still don't
actually
like
did good
him.
in Loki.
Oh,
I
okay.
still don't like him.
That makes sense. I don't
It's totally
get it.
irrational.
Yeah.
Totally irrational. Totally irrational.
We are now a Owen Wilson hating account. This is what it is.
No, it's just me. It's just me. I'm working on
no-
myself. I'm
I
trying
got
to
no
get
beef with
better.
Owen Wilson,
I'm trying to
y'all.
get better. I'm
Don't
trying to
come
get
back
better.
to me. I
I'm
love
trying to
Wedding
get better.
Crashers.
I'm trying to get better. Like I'm gonna hit this news story before we get out of here. Tekken fans pestered the developer to put a Waffle House stage in the game. And the Tekken developers are like, why do y'all want Waffle House?
Man,
They
that's
said, hey, go to YouTube and type in Waffle House.
Hey, it's mad fights in Waffle House, yo. It's
Exactly.
mad fights in Waffle House.
That's why they should make.
man.
I think they should. I think it's in the best interest of Waffle House and Tekken to partner together before Street Fighter goes to.
That's genius.
That
Yeah,
is
man, they're
genius.
mad. And so a friend of mine, right, went to a Waffle House someplace. I think it was like Tennessee or something. And like he drives a Lexus, so he rode in and they was like, where you from? Because like they had seen him. So he gets his order to go. They was like, when you leave, it's a stop sign. They said, don't stop. Keep on going. They said, if you hit somebody, hit them, keep going and call the police later. But whatever you do, don't stop.
That's wild to me. Mark said Waffle House would have been the location in a Lionheart remake.
Exactly.
Gladiator, the updated Gladiator film.
It's a Fight Club location, man.
Fight Club
They
location.
should have used that as a Roadhouse for the Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Yeah,
Oh my
Roadhouse.
God. Yes, Waffle House and Roadhouse your partner. Call it Waffle
Well,
Roadhouse.
they just did the remake, but
Yeah.
but
It could be in season 2.
There could be a sequel. There could be a sequel. There could be a sequel to it.
Yeah, man.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Oh, they have
Waffle
Mike
House,
Tyson in it. Because right
man.
now they have Conor McGregor. They have Mike Tyson in the next one.
Yeah, Waffle House is off the chain.
And they can have Owen Wilson in there and let Mike Tyson knock the shit out of him. And it'd be a perfect
Back
movie.
to Owen Wilson.
It'd be a
Why?
perfect movie.
Get your boy, man.
Because that's where I got to the Tekken story, because it made me segue into it. Because I was thinking of Owen Wilson and Waffle House getting shit knocked out of him. And I was like, that'd be perfect. They should put that in Tekken.
Yeah, Waffle House. Oof.
Yeah. What I was gonna say. With that being said, we're gonna end our
First
show.
rule of Fight Club: we don't talk about Waffle House.
We don't talk about Waffle House. Yeah, that's gonna end our show for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in for Binge Worthy, where we talk about Disney Plus's Waju on Wednesday, and we'll have another Geek Beast episode prior to Binge Worthy at 7:30 to 8. Then Binge Worthy come on 8 to 9,
Yep.
and on
Friday. Tell about
on Friday I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm about to Owen Wilson your ass too.
That is space and opportunity. Space and opportunity, sir. Space and opportunity, sir.
Oh, we have Trek Table, and they're actually having their a debut episode of Discovery, a fresh episode, not a recap, but a fresh episode of Discovery on Friday, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time for an hour. Then we come back with Geek Beast Happy Hour right after it. We should celebrate that. If y'all not familiar with Trek Table, it's our Star Trek podcast, predominantly woman cast. And they talk about all the existential parts of Star Trek and why you should be watching Discovery. If you missed out, they have their predictions from last week. You can actually go to the Geekish Network, search Trek Table, and it will pop up, and you can rewatch it and find out what they're thinking about for their predictions and what they hope to see in Discovery season number 5, right? It's about season 5 right now, right? That's 5.
Yeah, season
So
5.
I haven't watched 4.
It's the last season.
The last season of it. So please, it comes out on Thursday. They're going to review it on Friday. That's how much they love you all. They're going to give you the review the next day. That means they're going to be up late night on Thursday watching it, writing their notes. Then they're going to come to you on Friday and let you know what they thought about that episode. With that being said, I want to give a shout out to Digital Click for handling all our marketing assets and handling our overlays. I want to give a shout out to Rodney and Rakai for handling our marketing assets as well. They have done the short videos for us for all the shows. And I want to give a shout out to Rodney for being a great technical director and producer. And I know he's hungry right now, so we're going to end the show.
Shouts out to the people in the chat.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Newt from the Ville, Mark, the Funk for writing all our news stories. Y'all don't understand. The Funk comes and writes them all. He refuses to come back on the show. I'm gonna bring him back on the show, but we're gonna bring him back on. He's a great host as well because I love his takes on things. We're definitely different in taste, but we'll love his take on things. With that being said, you all have a good night, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Peace. Oh man, I've got to tell people.